Now I'm going to demonstrate passive range of motion. You want to make sure the bed is at a proper height for you so that you don't have to bend over to get to the patient's extremities. And you also want to make sure you stop if you see any signs of that the patient is in pain or discomfort or their vital signs are changing to a point where you think that they're not tolerating what you're doing. You want the pillow moved over out of the way for the first exercise, which is shoulder flexion. You're going to hold on to the patient's arm at the wrist and elbow, and you want to turn their palm so that their thumb is facing the ceiling. You're going to raise the arm up as far as it'll go, and then back down. Again, you don't want to feel any resistance. Just move the arm easily up and down 3 times. That's shoulder flexion. The next exercise is shoulder abduction. You want the same hand position where you have the patient's arm, you're holding it at the wrist and the elbow, and you want to turn the palm so that it faces the ceiling. And you're going to move the arm out to the side as far as it'll go. 3 times. Make sure the palm is facing the ceiling. The last exercise for the arm is elbow flexion, extension. You're going to hold on to the wrist and the elbow, make the thumb face the ceiling, and you're going to bend as far as it'll bend, and then straighten. So bend the arm and straighten. 3 times. Now I'm going to demonstrate passive range of motion of the lower extremity. And before you begin, you want to have the bed at an appropriate height for you so that you do not have to bend over to get to the patient's leg. The first exercise is hip abduction. You want to hold on to the leg somewhere behind the thigh, near the knee, and cup the heel in your hand and let their foot rest on your forearm. You want to stagger your legs so that one foot is behind the other, and you're going to move their leg out, rock back on your back leg, and then move their leg in. You want to do this 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. So for the bariatric patient or someone with a larger leg, you want to provide more support. So come up under their calf with your hand, and your other hand is resting under their thigh. And you want to hold their leg against your body. Same foot position, you just rock back on your back leg, and then in, back, your back leg, and then move toward the bed. So notice that my arms aren't doing the work. It's all using my body to move their leg. The next exercise is hip flexion with knee flexion. So similar hand placement, you want to come behind their thigh and support their heel in your hand, and you're bending and straightening. Bend and straighten. You're doing 3 repetitions of this one also. For the bariatric patient, providing more support here, hand under thigh, leg against your body, and this time your feet are in the lunge position, so one foot is forward and one foot's behind, and you're just shifting your weight from front foot to back foot to move their leg. 3 times. The last exercise is for the ankle. It's dorsiflexion with plantar flexion. So you want to cup the heel, let the foot rest on your forearm, and then move their foot up towards them, and then down away from them. Up and down. Up and down. And when you're moving the patient's extremity, you want to make sure you're moving the joint easily so you're not meeting any resistance, and you want to look for signs of pain or discomfort in your patient.